Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to 5 Good Minutes with William Jackson. Today we're still working on the HSD 120 millimeter T33 that has been converted to a P80 single seat. Now, happy Thanksgiving everybody. It's Thanksgiving week, so we're going to be shutting down for a couple days to go with the family and friends. So let me show you what we wrapped up with last week, this week, and also kind of answer a few questions I've seen online. These hatches, we'll show you some close-ups. I needed these hatches to be tighter, so that's why all of the putty and stuff's around them. They needed to be tighter. You know how I like my hatches to be like seamless, or as close to it as possible. So let's talk about them. We still haven't got the canopy in yet, and we're still waiting on that. And we're looking pretty good, but we got a couple little things we want to work on. The things that we worked on today, well, let me get the camera up close so you can see it. That way you guys will see what's happening here. Well, it's probably still not close enough. There you go. You see, we had to, the factory, the laminar airflow that comes in through and hits this splitter on the real plane this splitter is diverting that air up to this exit port. This laminar airflow is causing some turbulence in there on the real plane, so that's why this vent is here. You see the factory vents from China are too big, too large, so I had to make them smaller, plus they're supposed to be pointing backwards. Okay, so we got that installed this week. We also went over the hatch for the blow-in doors. This is nice and tight seams now. As you can see, the mechanism for the blow-in doors. We did do some putty around the hatches to get those tight fitted. You'll probably see some pictures on the Facebook page. See how that fits in nice and tight. Put some rivets around it and you won't even know it. Also, these are the mock-ups for the canopy. The biggest thing I've worked on this week, where are you at? We're back. The biggest thing that I've worked on this week for you guys is that a must for me is that this was a single seat. This was a two-seater that had a flat deck and a canopy sitting on it. So I had, the real plane has this curvature here, and the canopy is going to wrap around this curvature. So I spent all week filling this in with foam and then shaping the foam and then putting some light spackle on it in Bondo to get that shape. And you notice the tight seams here. You know how I like that, because that's what I judge William on, his tight seams on the canopy, because this area here will get worn out as you just play with the model, fly it every day, and it just gets worn out, and those edges will just get more rounded, and it'll just look like a toy. And you see that? Nice tight fit. Looks good. Also, the next thing after we get the vents done, you know, somebody asked me why I cut this hatch. This hatch is preventative maintenance, plus it's going to allow me access into here, because I've got to put 6 gun ports in here, and I needed to get access to get in here and put some wood block, some wood in there, so that I can make the gun ports. Also, because we've shortened the nose 4 inches, we've also shortened where the CG is going to be on the plane. So we're going to be needing to take those batteries that are here, and they're probably going to be moved here, if not further up, and along with maybe some radio equipment. So having this hatch here is just going to be a blessing in disguise for me. And to make that hatch, you know, it's pretty easy to cut out. I put some plastic tubes. You'll be able to go in through this hatch and insert these rods. And these rods have tubes, 4 tubes on each side, and that will hold that in place without having any latches exposed to show off. So I'll be able to get into here when I need to, and if I don't need to get in there, I can just close this off, slide these rods in, and that hatch is on. Okay. Now let's see what else we got here. So that's basically my week's worth of work in the garage, and you know, my 5 minutes is up, guys. So once again, like I said, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and hope you guys have a great time with your family and friends. And we'll get back on this project when we get back in town, and we'll probably be working on smoothing out this front hatch a little bit, and then the gun ports. So we'll see you later. This is Jetman, and I gotta go.